audits and monitoring. That is something very crucial for home care agencies. So that's what I'm going to cover on how to easily access information as a manager or an inspector. So let's focus a little bit more on external inspectors coming in, going into your platform or asking you for information and how you would do that. First thing is that on this platform, everything is downloadable. If you have any page over here that you want to download and send it to someone, you can easily go and click on that print option in your browser and print that page. It will appear just like that. Make it into several pages, turn it into a PDF and send it to anyone who likes. That's the first thing. But all the essential information that you really need for audits, you can download them easily, like care plans, risk assessment reports, schedules, cancel calls, or like medication history, all of that stuff. Right. Now, what we typically like to do first is to invite the inspectors or one inspector as an office staff. You can name them whatever you like. Invite their email once they have access to it. What they would do is first thing, if they want to go into the clients section inside the client summary page or the profile of the one singular client. So here I'm with Andrew Brown. If I want to see how his information is being kept up to date, first things first, everything is very easily laid out for them to see. Right. Second thing, if I want to see how I'm keeping updates, is they can easily go in profile history, click there, wait for it to load up, and then it will show you who in the office staff has been changing information, right? So what date, what time, who changed it, what they changed, what was the previous information, what's the new information, and they can see all the recent changes to the care plan, what section of the care plan, risk assessments, if there was any particular thing changed, it will all highlight that. So we can easily see that this person is keeping track of everything automatically, and they've automated it, so there's no human errors there, right? Second thing is like communication log here. Obviously, we'll have a record of all the communications which have been done between family and the agency, or the care workers and the agency, or just generally leaving in notes for the office staff. Medication history, probably the most important, one of the most important things for inspections is this. So let me go to a month from this demo plan, which is a bit more filled. So these green dots, they refer to these medications which have been taken. White dots are missed visits and they haven't been marked by the care worker. If they were in the visit, they can't really leave the visit without marking that medication. If it is marked as not taken, it will be red and you can go and click on it. So you can see what time, what date, and what was the reason behind the missed medication here. So here it says the pill was too big for him to swallow. And that is the time, 1:32 in the afternoon. If you want to, obviously, if you had notes here, I can add notes here easily so the inspector, whenever they open a report, they can easily see what you did from the office side of things to solve this problem, right? So I may have contacted GP for alternative medication, right? That can be one solution, and you can add more progress notes as you go along. You can share with other people so that everyone is well informed that you are carrying out your progress reports perfectly well. Um, on this page, you can also see deleted or discontinued medications as well. So if they require the past history of this client, if any antibiotics which were just small courses, which were just for a week or two, or anything else which was deleted or discontinued, can come here. If you go below back to this date, June 16, it was deleted, this specific medicine, then we can see the information of the Mar chart will have the green and red dots if it was taken as well. Right, so that's the second part of the audits on the medication side of things. Rest of stuff, once those are the basic stuff which pretty much are mostly automated. And then there's some things which are in your control, like visit types. So this feature really emphasize on it. We're making updates on it. We made a recent update that you can basically just customize these visit types to any task you'd like the care worker to do, right? Before, if you go and click on edit, And there were some options here, but there were no customized options. So we had a lot of requests of people measuring blood pressure or weight or blood sugar or anything specific to the clients, right? So you can now go in settings, add anything you like. I've added a bunch of stuff, day trips. I have added light bulb change, very random. You can do whatever you like as well and keep track of it. How that helps is that when you go inside the reports, and then you come in all of your reports, you can then filter, let's say when inspector is asking for last month's report, I have 5 reports. Let's go in some month where we have a little bit more reports. Let's go in March. March, we have 36 reports here. If I go in task and I want to filter by anything like light bulb change, I can filter by that as well, right? So there's no report on that. So that way you can easily find the information. If you classify all the tasks and you're finding specific things on what the care workers are doing. This is also important if you are just monitoring the daily care notes as well. So you just want to make sure that all the medications are taken. You can filter by medication. You want to make sure they helped someone with their toilet assistance, or they took them out for a walk, companionship, or anything else you assigned, or blood pressure. And then you can filter by the clients themselves. And so you can just see one person's reports at times, or the care record as well. So that is another important thing which helps you with this, with these audits and monitoring in general and care notes from daily reports. Another way to manage or monitor care notes, daily care notes, is by downloading them. Simply downloading them. Um, let's see if we can download for this month. So, or let's do for March, since we have a bunch of reports. You can do it whatever day you want, whatever time frame you want, and download from reports. You just click that button, and it will um, basically download it and put it in a CSV file. However you'd like to view it, you can open that. So let me just go and open that CSV file here. Okay, so this is the CSV file which I downloaded for the month of March. It shows me all the reports we generated in that month. We have the report ID on top. Sorry about my camera. But by the report ID on top, the check-in date, the check-in time, the checkout date. So you can monitor all of the stuff. There is, like, if you do it for daily notes, it's obviously going to be maybe lesser reports, but as a care manager, just makes your job much easier because you can find anomalies very easily. You can make filters if you use Excel or this software. I use Numbers on a Mac. And then I can see the distances. There's a very big number in between. It's very easy to spot here. Or you can just make a filter if there's anything larger than 1 kilometer or 0.05 kilometers, which you want to flag up, right? The client's name, their details, their address, the care worker, and then you have the medication notes. So you can make sure that everyone was, administering all the medications. You can obviously extend them so it's easier to view. And then you have rest of the notes that you assigned, or they were just optional for them. You can now remove them, or keep them as it is, just for the care workers. If there were any incidents or any other issues which were raised, any alerts, that will come here. And then if the person or the office staff, reported to that incident, actually went and solved some issues or put in some notes on the report, it will come at the end here with the name of the staff, the date, and the time. So if you're just sending this report to someone who's an inspector or just for monitoring purposes, it goes step by step from the first thing, which it shows how it started, and at the end, after the visit was done, who handled the post visit notes of anything which was maybe went wrong inside the visit. So those are the few things which are used in OnCare to help you manage your agency well, and basically just provide audits and make it easier. So if you see here, everything is quite easy to access. There's not much complication. And if there is complication, you can just simply follow this video and follow the steps, and you should be good to go. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us, and we'll be glad to help you out. Thank you.